My name is Larry Rodriguez. I've been writing statements on behalf of the Chevron Harris. She's being sexually molested and robbed by cops from Houston, Texas for 8 years and 6 months. I don't know where the Chevron Harris is. Please find Chevron Harris and place her in the protection of the federal government. I haven't seen her. I haven't been with her since I've been in New York. Period. Take note further. I've been up all night. I've been up all day yesterday. I got the cops from Houston, Texas, accomplice, and police coming in my room all night long. From November 17th, from around 6 a.m. to November 18th, all the way to 6 a.m. November 17th, 6 p.m. all the way to November 18th, 6 a.m. And you can check, there was cops in my room, and there was their accomplice in my room. They were in my room invisible. They're in my room now, and they're trying to get me. They're poking in my head, and they're putting feces on my body, on my head, in my nose, and I been trying to get some assistance from the government. The cops from Houston, Texas, they're trying to silence me. They're trying to change my demeanor as a man into a woman by using their repertoire of influence upon me. I've been trying to fight them all. They keep poking me in the head, trying to destroy my mind's mental abilities. They want to kill me, cut my throat, make me invisible, and hopefully my spiritual essence could be absorbed by them. There's a cop. He rides around in a motorcycle, him and the other cop, the bald-headed cop, of which I indicated in the past. And not only have I indicated in the past, I was able to direct the viewer of the video to video cameras and time and date of which the bald-headed cop was in my room, invisible and in the building. Right now they're in my room. You probably can't see them because they're invisible. But they're not small. They're not experienced. Because they're letting me film them. I guess they don't think that they could be seen while being invisible. They're trying to get a ground up there to materialize and on the light. Also, I have these things on the bottom which causes the dimension in which they're in to have static. And this prevents them from materializing, from using their devices to materialize. They're poking in my head right now. They're just trying to deteriorate my mental capacity, my mental abilities. These cops is trying to overthrow the government, and I don't know if the government is aware of what these cops is doing, if the government sent them to do it, but that's what they're doing. I've been up all night, like I said, and these cops is trying to kill me. I'm not bothering nobody. They just want my spiritual essence because they want to continue to commit crimes and take people's properties and whatnot. I think the government has a great influence in this because I think that uh, this is my speculation that the United States is overpopulated, and instead of creating a war or conflict to get rid of some of these humans to lower the population, they're just like killing them and taking their properties. I'm not committing crimes. I have to carry this, the water and the metal that gives them static when I try to touch them. But when they try to touch me, I can fend them off with this because it gives them like electrical shock. Because the dimension they're in is electrically inclined. It's got electricity in there, and this causes negative reaction for them. I'm not committing crimes. I'm not bothering nobody. I asked the government to help me 8 years and 6 months ago, and this is still going on. And the motorcycle cop, he's sort of like the orchestra to all this. He goes out in the street and uses his influence of his repertoire of influence on people. Then he trains them, and then he sends them in here. It's every day I got somebody in here. I got new people in here every day trying to like violate me. Please view this under a thermal monitor because they're poking in my head right now. Maybe from the back or whatever, from where under. They're poking in my head right now. These cops and their accomplice over and over again. And please find the Chevron errors and check the DNA to make sure it's her, because they have many body doubles of the Chevron errors. The cops get accomplice because they want to be able to blame somebody for everything that they did to the Chevron errors, and they can conceal the millions and millions and millions of dollars in property and cash that these cops stole from them, using me as an implement to get the Chevron errors to surrender her signature to property by saying that Larry said, and by forging my signature on papers and whatnot to get property purchased by the Chevron errors. Please assist me. Please find Chevron errors and place her in the protection of the federal government. Thank you. Right now, right around here, somebody's poking. I don't know why. It just irritates me. It's not really doing anything. And they've been doing this over and over, day after day after day after day after day. I get the same thing over and over again, day after 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 day. The same thing over and over and over and over again. Please check for the GPS signal from November. From November 17th, around 6 p.m. to November 18th, about 6 a.m., which is the time now. And you'll see that there's people in here with a GPS signal next to my GPS signal, and they're going in and out of the walls, not the front door or anything like that. So it makes you wonder, how are they doing this? How can they walk through walls? And this is my verification that these people are invisible. And my verification for these people being invisible is also view this under a thermal camera, under a thermal monitor. Thank you. My name is Larry Rodriguez. I don't know what a Chevron Harris is. I haven't been with her, and I haven't signed any papers to influence her to sign papers to surrender property to the cops from Houston, Texas. They tell her that I said that I said that she should buy this and that or sign this and that in relation to properties and materialistic things and so on, cash, everything. And I'm not signing anything. I haven't signed anything. And the only reason she released them things is because she thought that I signed for the release of those things. She thought it was for me, and it wasn't for me. Cops from Houston, Texas, been robbing the Chevron Everest like that for 8 years and 6 months. All the properties that were signed, was allegedly signed by me, with my signature being forged, that should be considered as stolen property, and it should be considered as my property stolen, and I want it all retrieved, every single last penny, dime, or whatever. I want all that property taken back for the people that took it from the Chevron Everest using my name. Thank you. My name is Larry Rodriguez. I'm not committing crimes.